There's a famous quote, when you want things done right, sometimes you have to do it yourself. And that's something that I've always lived up to. I've always done things for myself with the assistance of other veterans that have given me training and knowledge, skills, and ability that I've kind of adopted to do certain things. And in the civilian sector, it's a little different because, and not that I'm, how can I say, knocking them down or anything, but in the civilian sector, it's just a little bit of a different environment when it comes to doing certain things. One of the things that I've been having to deal with, so I would say somewhat lately, is sometimes people want to do things on a whim's notice. There's no thought process. They think they have it done, but they really haven't discussed their philosophies and concepts about what they want to get done. For me, I have to think things through because they can, well, in this case, working on aircraft, you can't rush that. When an aircraft is flying, you want to make sure that it's flying good, so you can't rush and compromise quality. So the issues that I would run into is emotionally driven without any kind of concern of caution for doing, aircraft maintenance, we'll just say, on the civilian sector side, not so much in the military, but in the civilian sector, because I was an aircraft mechanic in the civilian sector. But I like to think things through, but because we're in such a fast-paced environment, at least that's what we think we ought to handle ourselves, it just compromises a lot of things. So whenever I have to get in there and kind of throttle back or throttle people back to like really think about what they're doing, there's a little bit of discourse, because in their mindset, it seems, and you can hear it in conversation, they're out at a bar already while we're trying to do a job, or they're out playing soccer when we're trying to do a job. So if you're not focused on your job, you're obviously focusing on something else, because then it's going to affect the performance of what you're doing. That'll eventually affect, the outcome of a task. So those are the frustrations that I kind of deal with. That's why, I decided that eventually I'll become my own business owner.